to get tomorrow. Maybe it's not, but I had one hell of a day, and I'm as happy as I could be.
An awesome way to start our weigh-in, and we sure hope you stay in the top 10. An Elite Series champion from Chickamauga, Georgia. Get loud for Buddy Gross. Starting today with 33 pounds and 5 ounces. A tough act to follow, Hank Cherry starting it off with fireworks here on day number 3, semifinal Saturday. 5 alive for Buddy Gross. 8 pounds even gives you 41 pounds, 5 ounces. And Florida's been pretty good to you over the years, but kind of, as you said to me backstage, you know, really stick-handled your way into this tournament. You know, never really were on much.
I wasn't. I was worried I wasn't going to catch a fish the whole tournament, and then it turned up to be 16 the first day, 16 the second day. Wound up to be a great tournament. This lake is a whole lot better than what I showed it is, but seen a bunch of big ones swimming, and these guys tomorrow are probably going to crack them, so come back out. You're going to enjoy it. I want to give a big shout-out to the service guys. I had some boat trouble this week. Held me back a little bit. I missed a day's practice, but they got me going. I can't thank those guys enough for what they do. Thank y'all.
Safe travels, and we look forward to seeing you in Knoxville. He's a 4-time Canadian Open champion, a former Costa Tour Angler of the Year from Cavan, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. 31 pounds, 15 ounces at the start of the day today, 5 to add to that. Let's get him inside that top 10. 16 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into second place with 48 pounds and 7 ounces. 48-7. And Corey Johnston once again inside our top 10, kicking off the Elite Series season with a big finish down here in beautiful Palatka, Florida. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than a 6-pounder to take over the lead from Hank Cherry. For the day, obviously. That one, 6 pounds, 2 ounces. So you take over the lead in Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Move into second place. And Corey, I mean, we kind of joked earlier in the week about how cold it is at home, so it's nice to be down here in the warm. But, man, this Palatka has been good to you over your Elite Series career.
Yeah, you know what? Palatka's been great to us. The St. John's River's got some giant fish in it. The numbers are good. You know, I had a great time this week. I probably won't get to fish tomorrow, but I fished the way I love to fish, sight fished every single one of them, and had a blast doing it. So hopefully we get to come back to this great fishery and back to Palatka.
It's great to have you here. Congrats on another great finish, and we hope you stick around till tomorrow. An Elite Series rookie, so get extra loud for him. His first semifinal Saturday from Alabama, Joshua Strassner. 31 pounds and an ounce, making his very first semifinal Saturday and his very first attempt on the Elite Series here. 5 all alive, looking for 22-6 to take the lead. 16-13. He moves into third place with 47 pounds and 14 ounces. Digging deep in that Abu Garcia weighing bag, holding him high. Get loud, Palatka. Sitting in third place, Joshua, I mean, I'd love you to be in the top 10, and we hope you are, but no matter what way this works out, man, what a start to your young Elite Series career.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm just proud to be here. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. This lake is amazing. Just take care of it. There's so many big fish in here. I got to see a 9-11 and an 8-6 caught right in front of me today, but it's on live shiners, so... But y'all just take care of it. It's a great place. I want to say hey to my family, friends out there. Thanks for cheering me on.
Welcome to the Elite Series, and congrats on an incredible debut. He's a 2-time Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion, an Elite Series champion, and a Bassmaster Century Club member from Somerville, South Carolina, Patrick Walters. Oh, boy, somebody went to the Piggly Wiggly and come back with a whole sack full. 32 pounds and 3 ounces start today, looking for 21-4. 26 pounds, 7 ounces, 26-7, and Patrick Walters is your brand new leader. Digging deep in those at Abu Garcia weighing bag. Get loud, double guns loaded, bang, bang. 58 pounds and 10 ounces. And Patrick Walters gets double points for catching that fish twice. Dude, you freaking bass palmed that fish without even thinking about it.
Fired up. My reflexes are on today.
They are. He's weighed that for big bass. That's a 715. You take that over too. So you quickly become a very unpopular person backstage, but a very popular person on stage.
This is an amazing crowd here in Palatka. Every single year this crowd shows up. And, man, I'm telling you, I told you when we showed up in Florida, it was going to be trouble. And she told me last night, she said, you're going to catch a 7-pounder tomorrow. And I was like, okay, babe, you know, whatever. I've been trying for 2 days to catch that fish, and we got her today. So I think we're going to be doing a little fishing tomorrow. I can't wait to come see y'all in the wonderful city of Palatka. Big thanks to everybody. I'm telling you, I'm ready to go fishing.
I'm ready to see how it all works out. Let's hear it for this young superstar, your tournament leader, Patrick Walters. Wow! All the way from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Get loud for Bassmaster Classic qualifier, Derek Hudnall. Been in the top 3 since day number 1. Started the day with 38 pounds and 5 ounces. 5 to add to that here today. 15 pounds and 4 ounces gives him 53 pounds, 9 ounces. You move into second place currently. And digging deep in that Berkeley weighing bag with another Hydrilla Gorilla full of Louisiana Pro. $53 pounds and 9 ounces. And man, traditionally in Florida events, we see fireworks from the start and then it kind of peters out. It kind of feels like, man, we've seen some fireworks, but it's changing. You guys are adapting, and man, this might be one of the rare Florida events where Sunday is the best day of the tournament.
It could very well quite possibly be that. Just wasn't for me today, and I knew my fish were running out. You know, I did get to catch that big fish right there on live for you guys on my first cast of the morning. I knew where she was and sat up on her, and she ate it first cast in there. But I really struggled today. I really struggled to get bits, so hopefully that's enough to at least get me in it tomorrow, and we'll go do something else. You know, on live, I dropped another great big one, like literally my last cast about 20 minutes ago. That would have helped me a lot, but it's time to formulate a game plan tomorrow to go catch the biggest bag that I possibly can and compete to win one of these. But it's been a great tournament. Love coming to Palatka. You guys rock, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow because they got some big bags coming up.
I hope to see you back here tomorrow. I know you're going to keep that noise coming and welcome him back to the Bassmaster Elite Series. A former Angler of the Year from Gonzales, Louisiana, the Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. The Hack Attack is back in a big, big way at 35 pounds and an ounce, looking for 2310.
Not that much.
23 pounds, 6 ounces. 23 pounds, 6 ounces. And he moves into second place with 58 pounds and 7 ounces. It's not just the anglers that are excited, ladies and gentlemen. Turns out that the fish are pretty excited here today. Hackney, I watched you on FS1 today put on a old school Greg Hackney Godzilla Ain't Got Nothing on Me beatdown. And just when you thought the storybook was gonna be just the way you wrote it, young Patrick Walters, who's been here sniffing around your house while you've been out hunting, he done took the lead from you.
Yeah, that's all right. Just to have a day like I had today was a great thing. It was fun. It really was. You know, you always want a fun day fishing. Well, I had one during the Elite Series today, so it was fun. During that rain, they really bit, and got a little tougher in the afternoon, but I couldn't ask for any more than that because, like I told you before, I didn't really have, you know, it wasn't like I felt like I was around droves of big ones, and so for me to, you know, be where I'm at right now, I feel pretty good about it.
Why is that, you know, a lot of Florida events, I mean, you fished a ton of them where you see the guys with the bed bite and it's early in the week, then it kind of peters out and it's, you know, a buck fest by the end of the week. You just play small ball for the title. This one, it seems to be getting better. Is that because the fishery's changing, the fish are changing?
Yeah,
or?
we hit it just right. You know, the big thing was, I've been watching the weather for the last month here, and all in all, it's been really cold. They've had a lot of winter here, so these fish didn't get an opportunity to really come up before. And then, we hit the nail on the head. It's been warm nights. It got warmer every day of practice. Honestly, I don't think you've seen the biggest bag yet that you'll see. This place always produces 30, 35-pound bags every time we've been here, so I expect to see that tomorrow from someone. Hopefully it's me.
Well, I know you're excited to be back, and I'm excited to have you back, but it doesn't matter what me and you think. I'm going to ask them, who's excited to have the Hack Attack back on the Bassmaster Elite Series? Whew, man, what a way, and I can't wait till tomorrow. Let's keep him rolling. A former Forest Wood Cup champion from Alabama, Clint Davis. 27 pounds and 9 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 19 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 7th place with 47 pounds and 8 ounces, proving just how phenomenal this fishery is. We are 8 anglers into this weigh, and he weighed in almost 20 pounds, and I didn't even get a freaking golf clap. Thank you. Appreciate that, and so does Clint. But, man, what a fishery. I mean, but you guys say it all the time, but it's showing up today in a big way.
Yeah, the last 2 days have been 2 of the funnest days I've ever had bass fishing. Just running around throwing a nickel swim jig. They don't bite it like that back home in Alabama like they do down here. So, yeah, it's been a blast, and I put myself in a hole the first day and just finally happy, man. Florida takes my lunch money every year, so it's nice to finally make the cut here after the 4th try.
Great to have you here. Great start to the season. I know you're looking forward to Knoxville. That one probably sets up pretty decent for you, no?
I don't know. I better go home and get some more clothes, though.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be cold.
It sure is. But congrats on a great start. We hope you make it through the top 10. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in. Speaking of Tennessee, let's bring up one of the finest anglers from Tennessee, the always lethal Brandon Lester. 29 pounds and an ounce to start the day. 5 fish here today. He's 4'11" to get in the cut currently. That's not going to be a problem. He's got 5 alive. Another good day on the beautiful St. Johns River here in beautiful Palatka, Florida. 21 pounds, 3 ounces. And with 50 pounds and 4 ounces, he moves into 5th place. Brendan, it feels like, I don't know if a lake has an on-off switch, but if it does, somebody flipped it full on today by the looks of things.
Man, I knew they were biting this morning. In that rain, it was crazy. It was pouring down rain. It was a little bit miserable, but it sure was fun because they were biting. It's been all about adjustments this week for me, too. The first day I caught them twitching a little fluke around, and I thought I was really going to catch them good, but obviously I didn't. I only had 7 pounds. So yesterday, I caught them bed fishing mostly, and then today I just started out this morning throwing a little topwater prop bait, typical Florida, and they started biting it. So I stuck with it. Man, it was a fun day. There's no funner way to catch them. I don't think that'll be enough. The way they've caught them, I don't think I'll make it to tomorrow, but I sure would love to. Always fun coming to Palatka. Look at this crowd. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
You're in there now. We'll find out how it all works out, but congrats on another great finish. All the way from Wisconsin, Caleb Kufal. Caleb Kufal took a win at the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Opens and started the day with 29 pounds, 13 ounces. 5 fish to add to that here today. Another good limit of fish. 18 pounds, 14 ounces with 48 pounds, 11 ounces. The fish, if you don't think that fish get active on certain days, this proves to you, okay? You've been here the last few days. 18-14 and another great day. I mean, wow. St. Johns River, just when you thought, we were just going to slide our way into a sleepy Saturday, it woke up in a big way.
Yeah, it's getting better every day for sure. Today I had switch things up a bit. First 2 days I was bed fishing. Today it just was not happening. Switch gears. Got a little spinnerbait bite this afternoon and just whacked them good for 2 straight hours. And I never do good in Florida. I'm happy with the finish here, and heading to Tennessee next week. It's going to be cold. I love the sunshine. Look at this crowd. It's unbelievable. Hundreds of people here. But, yeah, looking forward to next week, and we'll see what we can do.
Congrats on a great start to the season. We look forward to seeing you down the road. Speaking of great seasons, got his first Elite Series win last year from Alabama, Bill Weidler. Had 30 pounds even to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 9 pounds, 8 ounces, puts you in 12th place with 39 pounds, 8 ounces, and you picked the wrong day to weigh 9 pounds. This crowd is incredibly spoilt already.
Oh, wow, look at this. I mean, I haven't seen this for a minute. I wasn't expecting it. I was running to Dexter, and I caught them today. I mean, not big ones, but my goodness, did I catch some. And it seemed like throughout the week that the fish were just getting smaller. And I really think it was because of the pressure, because there are a lot of people in the area. So, I made a call to move, and I think I zigged when I should have zagged, and that's what I ended up with. So, but Florida's been tough for me, and I'll take the points. I mean, to have a finish and fish Saturday, I can't complain about it. So, thank y'all for coming out.
Great start to the season. We look forward to seeing you in Knoxville. Here's a guy who took a win just last week in the great state of Florida. Get loud for Bryan SCHMITT. His 6th Toyota Series win last week, setting the record for the all-time most wins of the Toyota Series. And we'd love to get him his first Elite Series win. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. He's got 31 pounds even at the start of the day. 5 alive, looking for 14-1 to get in the cut. 21 pounds, 11 ounces. Rockets to 5th place with 52 pounds, 11 ounces. Digging deep in that Berkeley weigh-in bag, ladies and gentlemen. Got a little something to show you. Palatka, Florida. Get your phones ready. Bryan SCHMITT dropping bombs on semifinal Saturday. I always wondered what this song meant. Now I'm starting to realize it's the fish you're talking about. Gonna weigh this for big bass. Needs to be better than 715. 8 pounds and an ounce. A brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Sitting in 5th place with 5 spots of cushion. And you may be going to work on Championship Sunday. Been a couple of good weeks in Florida for you, Bryan.
It has. I always said if I became wealthy, I'd have a house in Florida, a house in Maryland, a house in Champlain. So we're a long way from wealthy, but if we keep catching, maybe something can happen. I don't know, man. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants and just covering a lot of water. And, I don't know if I have anything left. I did lose a couple today that I really would have liked to add 3 2-pounders in there, believe it or not. And but what a crowd here. Palatka, what's going on? We'll see what happens if I make it tomorrow.
Congrats on a great finish. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Our next angler came very close to an Elite Series victory just last year. From Corbin, Kentucky, get loud for Mike Huff. The second most famous man from Corbin, Kentucky. If you didn't know, the most famous man is, of course, Colonel Sanders. Looking for 15-2 to get inside the cut. 18 pounds, 8 ounces. Moves him into 6th place with 50 pounds and 14 ounces. And if we keep plugging Colonel Sanders, sooner or later, KFC will sponsor this young angler. Or give me a free bucket of chicken. Either way, we're all winning. But 50 pounds, 14 ounces sitting in 6th place, and may just get out there again tomorrow.
I hope so. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a little short. These guys killed them. I mean, this place is unbelievable. I've never been to a place where the weights continually go up each day. It's awesome, but I had a lot of fun today. Caught a bunch of fish, flipping that Berkeley General around. It was a blast, and I hope we come back here every single year.
We like coming here. The crowds like having us here. I'm pretty sure we'll be back, and we hope you're back tomorrow. Let's bring out our leader since day number 1 from Winchester, Tennessee, Mr. Phoenix Boats, Gary Klaus. The Phoenix factory erupted yesterday when he weighed in. Had 45 pounds and an ounce to start the day. Just 2 fish here today, but with the incredible lead he had, should be enough to get him inside our top 10. Needs 213, 6 pounds, 4 ounces. Moves into 6th place with 51 pounds and 5 ounces. Well, Gary, you kind of said since day number 1 that you were managing your fish, and it seems like that things got a little bit tougher here today. We just got to keep our fingers crossed it's enough to get you back out there again tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't manage my fish; they just managed me. I think I had them good the first day. It went downhill every day, and I had a little low spot that there was a bunch of them in, and I think I hold them all up here. So tomorrow, if I do make the cut, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I really don't have anything else to do, so I'm probably going to try to fish more than run. I think I figured up coming back across Lake George, I fished a total of 9 hours in 3 days. 4 hours the first 2 days and 1 hour the first day. And I guess everybody else has probably fished, well, more than that.
Yeah. You spent most of your time driving.
I did, and I'm tired, I got to tell you. I burned a lot of gas. I might get the prize for that.
Burning the most gas?
Yeah, burning the most gas. Do you have the prize for that?
Well, the local gas stations call you the customer of the week.
We need to get a fuel sponsor, Dave. But no, I appreciate everybody coming out. This is a great. I love this. This place has had my number for. This is my 3rd time here, and I've had 2 bad tournaments, and this is the first good tournament I've had. So maybe I'll get to fish tomorrow. We'll see. Thank y'all.
A great tournament, whatever way you look at it. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. The only Australian to ever qualify for the Bassmaster Elite Series. The only Australian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event. From Toowoomba, Australia, Fear My Heart, Carl Jacobson. Had 29 pounds, 12 ounces to start the day. 5 fish here today, looking for 18-11 to get inside the cut. 13 pounds, 14 ounces, going to settle outside the cut in 13th place, but a great start to the season for Carl Jacobson here in sunny Palatka, Florida. Well, it seems like the rest of the country is dealing with some incredibly bad weather. We found our little biodome down here in Palatka, Florida. Man, what a week it has been, Carl.
Yeah, just super grateful right now to be fishing, competing, being here with Bassmaster and seeing this crowd. You have no idea what it does to me, kid from Toowoomba, Australia. Living here in the US, I'm living my dream, and because of the crowd, this is what made me come here. Seeing it on ESPN and Fox Sports and everything in Australia, watching on TV and seeing the crowds, that's what drove me to pursue my dream and come over here. So thank you very much for all the support. You guys make this sport so special. Just want to say a huge thank you to all my sponsors. This has been a phenomenal week for me. To make the cut, starting off really great, and I'm just trying to find that consistency and make my first ever Bassmaster Classic. So we're going to give it everything we got this year, and we're off to a great start. Thanks, guys.
Keep it rolling. From Springville, Alabama, his sophomore season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Wes Logan. Had 31 pounds, 8 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 16, 15 to get inside the cut. 5 alive, 17 pounds, 14 ounces. Inside the cut right now with 49 pounds and 6 ounces. In 9th place currently. Palatka get loud as he digs deep in that Abu Garcia weighing bag. Let's hear it for Skeeter Yamaha Pro, Wes Logan. So Wes, I mean, put yourself in a great spot, whatever way it shakes out. You got to be pretty happy. I mean, that big bite yesterday, so emotional, so amazing. But not only that, but it propelled you to a great finish this week.
It did. It really made the whole week. And, I mean, that's really what Florida boils down to. It's like 2 or 3 casts in a tournament make the difference. But, you know, I mean, I am tell you one thing. I'm glad I had that AFTCO Hydronaut on this morning. Like, dude, it was raining. Like, raining. And I didn't get wet at all. I mean, if y'all check those out. You got the Hydronaut, the Anhydrous, either one. But I sure would like to go throw that Zoom speed worm around tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to get to. But it was a good week. I want to thank everybody back home. Palatka, y'all showed out, obviously, like there's thousands of people here. But
I want to thank my good Lord for letting me be here. I'm blessed to fish on the Elite Series, and I'm sure Palatka will see you next time, and we're out.
We're blessed to have you here. We look forward to seeing you at the next one or maybe tomorrow. He is the reigning Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open Angler of the Year from North Carolina. Welcome Elite Series rookie, Bryan New. You're going to want to get used to this dude. Started today with 32 pounds and 3 ounces, looking for 16.8. 21 pounds even. He moves into 5th place with 53 pounds and 3 ounces. 53.3. And Bryan New looks to make the top 10 in his very first Bassmaster Elite Series event. After winning Angler of the Year title over in the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Opens, a highly documented, one of the toughest tours ever last year, the way that's set up, and man, you dominated over there. You won Angler of the Year, and you're over here in your first stop, potentially, unofficially at this point, have made your first top 10. Wow, how does it feel?
It feels pretty daggum good. I mean, you know, we got a lot of guys that come. They freaking called them today. I knew they were going to because, dude, let me tell you. So the last 2 days, I've got a little offshore deal. It's not too awful far from here. I've kind of been playing it safe, trying to catch a limit real quick. And, you know, I'm maxing out about 13, 14 pounds. And I did it again today, and I start running down the lake, and I pulled up the radar. I said, oh, Lord, I don't know if I need to do that or not. So I actually stopped and fished for a second and put my AFTCO suit on. Thank God I did. and thought for a few minutes. I said, dude, I got to go. I said, I'm not going to catch a giant bag up here. I caught 20 fairly easy yesterday. I've got to go. And so I did. And let me tell you what, I've never run 100 or an hour in rain and not get wet until today in that AFTCO suit. So let me tell you what, that's by far the best suit that I've ever worn. And if you're ever going to fish in the rain, you better get one. But, dude, this is my first Elite Series event. And, you know, wherever I finish, it's pretty awesome. But I hope I stay in that top 10. I got my beautiful wife and daughter, Braylon, here. That's pretty awesome. I got to say, hey to everybody back home, my mom, my in-laws, everybody that's watching. And all my sponsors, you know, in case I don't make the cut, you know, Zoom. I'm catching them on a Zoom bait. I'm catching some fish on the offshore stuff on a Berkeley War Pig. It's a rattle bait. It's a fish catcher. Fitzgerald rods, Abu Garcia reels, Sunline, AFTCO, Greenfish tackle, and my new title sponsor, Pulse Fish Lures. They got a pretty awesome swim bait head. You need to check it out.
I think you're going to get out there tomorrow. We'll keep our fingers crossed and find out at the end of it. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, watch this dude. An incredible angler. Let's bring up a 6-time Classic qualifier, 3-time Bassmaster winner from Paducah, Kentucky, Mark Menendez. Mark Menendez at 33 pounds, 7 ounces to start the day, looking for 15-15 to get inside the cut. 17 pounds, 8 ounces. With 50 pounds, 15 ounces, Mark Menendez moves into 8th place currently. Get loud for the Skeeter Yamaha Pro from Paducah, Kentucky. Mark, inside that top 10, it's your first event back here this year, and man, that's got to feel great.
I tell you what it is. I would pull up my shirt so everybody could see the bruises on my side. I've set the hook so many times. I did win the Grinnell tournament this week. There is no doubt about it. Best 5 today, Dave, weigh 40. So, unfortunately, they have teeth, and we can't weigh those in. But I've been pitching around all week, just fishing, just kind of grinding, Dave. Caught him on a Space Monkey the first couple of days. Today I caught him on a Strike King Rage Crawl. I did stay dry in that AFTCO suit because that's all I did when it rained. I just tried to stay dry. Caught him before and caught him after. And in the last hour and a half, I culled everything I had. So I sure would like a chance to go back tomorrow to see a little bit more of that action. I'll put a little Band-Aid or something over here on this side, and we'll do it again, Dave, I promise.
I would love to see it happen. We'll find out at the end of this weigh-in. all the way from Keewatin, Ontario, Canada, the Great Canadian Snow Leopard, Gussie Jeff Gustafson. Pounds 4 ounces. He moves into 17th place and solidifies another great finish with 42 pounds and 12 ounces. One of our 3 crazy Canucks here on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
You're crazy too.
Well, yeah, but you're the competitors. I'm just the guy who moves the hole that makes the words, so I don't include myself in that. But good one, good finish for you.
Yeah, I'm happy to take a little bit of money out of this place. I've been a donator here the last couple years, so yeah, good start to the year. It was I had a good day yesterday, and I spent my whole morning doing the same thing, flipping a Z-Man bang stick and some lily pads, and it was ghost town today, so I changed it up for the last hour and kind of put a little bit of a bag together, but yeah, survived the first tournament. On to the next one. We're going to some cold weather, so I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, let it snow.
You're a sick individual. I might be from Canada, but there's no part of me that's looking forward to the cold weather.
Awesome crowd. That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
He lives a lot further north than me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for the Great Canadian Snow Leopard and keep the noise coming. This is a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year and an Elite Series champion from Georgia, Drew Benton. £27 pounds, 13 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 13 pounds, 11 ounces. You move into 18th place. And did you hear? Gussie said he was looking forward to the cold in Knoxville, and it's supposed to be like 30 degrees or something like that, and I don't get it. So a great finish for you, and are you looking forward to the cold?
No, I'm not. I'm a Florida guy. I'm from Panama City, Florida. I live in Georgia now. Palatka was my first elite event back in 2016, and you guys continue to show out. It's a great fishery. I wish the grass would come back one day. I loved it in 2016, and it's just kind of gotten further and further away since then. But I love coming here. It's always a fun place to come, fun town to come to. We always stay with the Princes. They take care of us. Cliff Prince's mom and his whole family roll the red carpet out for me and Mullins and Cook, and we can't thank them enough, and can't thank you guys enough for having us.
Always great to have you here. Congrats on a great finish. From one Drew to another, his roommate and another former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, Drew Cook. 30 pounds and an ounce as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that here today. Let's get him up that leaderboard. 5 today for 13 pounds, 5 ounces. Gives you 43 pounds and 6 ounces. Puts him inside the top 20 in 17th place. So, a semifinal Saturday finish, always a good thing, but I know you're never satisfied unless, I mean, even if you make it to Sunday, unless you're holding that trophy. That's what I appreciate about you, your drive to win.
Yeah, you know, I still am kicking myself for the first day, but I figured today I would catch a little bit less so I could fall some to try to get around 18th place again, because the past 2 years in a row, we had 18th place finish here, and it's kind of kick-started my year, and the years turned out really good, but I misjudged how good these guys were going to catch them, I guess. But, you know, it was a frog strangler this morning. I don't know if it rained as bad here as it did down there, but if I didn't have my Anhydrous AFTCO suit, I would be soaked. But I'm completely dry. I'm thankful for that. Thankful for all my friends and family that came over here to see me. Thankful for y'all. I mean, this is awesome. This was the first time that I ever walked around the corner of this stage, my first tournament, and I saw this right here. People on the rooftops and everything. It was unreal, and this is whenever I knew. I was like, one day, I want to hold a trophy up right here in Palatka. Hopefully we can get some grass back. FWC will work with everybody and get that together, and we'll keep coming back here. I appreciate everybody, and y'all have a good one.
Congrats on another great finish. He's an Elite Series rookie, so you got to get extra loud for him making his very first semifinal Saturday from Alabama, Justin Hamner. What a way to start your Elite Series career. His very first semifinal Saturday at his very first Elite Series event. Started today with 27 pounds, 6 ounces. 5 to add to that here today. 14 pounds, 10 ounces. That gives him 42 pounds even. Puts you in 19th place. And going to call an end to this tournament for you, but a great start to your Elite Series career. A great start to semifinal Sunday appearance at his very first Elite Series event. Nothing wrong with that, making the cut in your first Elite and a great finish. Got to be happy?
Absolutely. Man, look at this crowd. This is awesome. This is such a great fishery. I mean, we had a blast today. I think I'm more upset that I don't get to go fishing again tomorrow.
Yeah, if you think this crowd's good, it's going to get even bigger tomorrow. But, man, the best part is this is your first ever Elite Series event, and you are just getting this young career started, so it's just uphill from here. A great start anyways.
Absolutely, and I couldn't do this without all the support back home. I mean, it's just overwhelming how much everybody's, texting and called me. I really appreciate it. Team Tuscaloosa, give you a shout-out.
Congratulations, and it's great to have you here from one Alabama angler to another. This one, a 2-time Angler of the Year from Guntersville, Alabama, the G-Man, Gerald SWINDLE. 28 pounds, 7 ounces to start the day. 13-15 for today. Some 42 pounds, 6 ounces. Puts him in 19th place.
How about it, Palatka? What y'all think? This looks like one of my family reunions. Y'all just ain't got enough Bud Light laying out there. I can tell you that right now. There ain't no cop cars, no fights, no domestic violence. Well, it ain't a Swindle reunion, but it looks like one from a distance. I love me some Palatka, Florida. This is home of what I know as the Palatka Lean. This is the first time I ever seen it. And then them boys from North Carolina said they created squatted trucks. I said, no, you copied what is known as the Palatka Lean. I don't know how it got started. Whether somebody had a Toyota Tundra full of concrete blocks and somebody said that looks cool, I don't know. I don't know if it's a bunch of kids that couldn't afford the front of a lift kit, but good God, if they get that stimulus check, I sure hope they buy the back half and get that truck up level. Y'all with me? See there, boys, y'all think that looks cool. You think you're going to get girls, but when you get older, you're going to get made fun of, I can tell you. Your kids are going to look at that and say, really, Grandpa, you had that truck? You're going to say, yeah, I thought I was going to get lucky, but not so much. Dave, how you been today, son?
I'm good. I've been drinking water over here for the last 10 minutes. You keep going.
I'm going to tell y'all what, if they just took a little bit of time when they built Alcatraz out of lily pad stems, I would have never nobody got escaped from that place. I promise you. I mean, I feel like every time you flip it in there, you throwing in the whole offensive line of Alabama football, because no matter what you do, you ain't getting through there when one gets on there. No, sirree. You get a little 12-incher, he'll just jump out. You get one of them big ones, you're going to get in them red words right in the Old Testament and ask for forgiveness, because you're going to lose him and your worm and your religion. Somebody please get them water cows, eat them lily pads with them tops is just a little bit smaller, so somebody like me can get one of them out. It's good to be here in Palatka. Can't wait to see you folks again. Y'all take care. Big shout out to Big Show for letting us stay, and a happy late birthday to my beautiful mother, Dale Swindle, yesterday.
The incomparable Gerald SWINDLE. He'll be here all week. Try the veal. All the way from Palatka, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, the Prince of Palatka, Cliff Prince. There's only one dude that can follow Gerald SWINDLE in this town, and you're looking at him. Started today with 32 pounds, 8 ounces, looking for 17, 12, 21 pounds and an ounce. 21 pounds and an ounce, and with 53 pounds, 9 ounces, Cliff Prince moves into 4th place, 1 day away from an Elite Series title right here in his hometown. Get loud for the Prince of Palatka. Sitting in fourth place, 5 fish away from a lifelong dream, and man, this is setting up for one of those derbies where, number one, it's going to be a shootout, and and man, you're in the middle of this battle with as good a shot as anybody. And if I ask these people, they may think, do you think he's got a little bit better shot than anybody?
I was blessed with 2 good bites today. You know, I'm only 1 big bite away from winning this thing. And, you know, God willing, we'll get it tomorrow.
This event in this town, I mean, Cliff, to be honest, I mean, Bass, this community means so much to us. You know, it's not just a place where we kicked off our event. When you look at the history of this sport, I mean, when we came in here 3 years ago in the situation of bass in the industry and what people thought, and this crowd is what lifted bass up, and that wave continued on, and we'll never forget Palatka. But what we found in this crowd is no different than what we met first through you. The people of Palatka truly are special.
Oh, yeah, these are all good people. I mean, I know a lot of you guys, and I went to school with most of you, and I don't know. I leave Palatka, and I can't wait to get back. You know, it's everybody knows everybody, you know, pretty much that's born and raised here. And, I mean, anywhere you go, they're all friendly, and I wouldn't live anywhere else.
Well, I'm not going to ask you because I know you. I'm not going to ask you because I know you'll get all emotional, and I'm not going to put you on the spot. So I'm going to ask them, do you think Cliff Prince can get this done right here tomorrow afternoon? I want you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all coming and cheering me on, and hopefully get 1 big bite tomorrow and make this thing happen.
Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, an 8-time Classic qualifier, a former TTBC champion from Asheville, Alabama, Matt HERREN. 33 pounds and 12 ounces to start the day. 5 fish here today looking for 17 pounds, 2 ounces to get in the cut. 16 pounds, 6 ounces, just outside of the cut in 12th place with 50 pounds and 2 ounces. Moves into 12th place, a great finish and a great way to kick off the Bassmaster Elite Series 2021 season. And Matt, you know, off-season surgery, and I'd say you're officially back and put that shoulder to the test here this week and rolling out of town with a pretty good paycheck.
You know, it's I absolutely love coming to Palatka, but this place has treated me terrible. So anytime I can get out of here with a top 20, I'm tickled to death. I made a comment to one of the writers this week that typically if I can get out of Florida with a top 20, I'll be in the running for the AOI. So to finish up the way I did this week gives me a good start to the year. I got a shoulder, it's on the mend, and maybe we'll be back soon. Enjoyed it, guys.
Always great to have you here. From one TTBC champion to another, this one from Reed Springs, Missouri. Let's hear it for the snowman, Bryan SCHMITT. Had 26-14 as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that here today. $16 pounds, 8 ounces. Moves him into 19th place with 43 pounds and 6 ounces. A great finish to start off the season. Remember, we started with 99 pros in our field, and the top 50 only went out today. And tomorrow, the top 10 will compete on Championship Sunday here at the AFTCO Bassmaster Elite at the St. Johns River. Bryan, a great finish. You got to be happy with the way it all worked out.
Well, starting in 83rd and moving up that far is, you know, yesterday the St. Johns River blessed me. It's, you know, this is the second time I made the top 50, so I'm really proud of this one. You know, it's been tricky for a Missouri guy. You know, I don't quite understand it all, but we're learning a little bit more and more, and I just want to shout out to Big Show, letting us stay with him. It's been entertaining with Gerald all week, and we've ate good and had lots of laughs, so that's what it's all about. And, you know, thank the community here. It's always great to be back at St. Johns River, and I'm going to miss this warm weather. I'm heading back to 12 inches of snow, so you guys enjoy.
Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you in Knoxville. An Elite Series rookie, welcome him right. A former Forest Wood Cup champion from Alabama, Justin Atkins. At 22 pounds, 10 ounces as of this morning, making his very first semifinal Saturday on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Going to get used to seeing this guy around on the weekend. 11 pounds, 6 ounces, gives him 34 pounds even, and puts him in 27th place currently. But an incredible effort making his very first cut here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Justin, happy to have you here in the Elite Series. Does it feel good to get the first cut out of the way right out of the gates?
Yeah, absolutely. I had a terrible practice. I don't have a good track record in Florida, so this one scared me a little bit, especially when you threw some title into it. But we took a terrible practice and made it into a weekend, so I'm super excited. I've got a little boy that turned 9 months old yesterday, and I haven't seen him in, I guess, 15 days now. I'm about to put that falcon on some carpet and head to Alabama.
Get home and give that baby a hug, and we look forward to seeing you in Knoxville next week. Let's bring up a two-time Elite Series champion from Newmarket, Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. Seth Fighter had 26 pounds, 11 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that today. Big bag of fish, ladies and gentlemen. 5 fish here today. Needs 24.3 to get in the cut. 25 pounds, 8 ounces. 25 pounds, 8 ounces. And rockets all the way up to 8th place. Say hello to the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. I'm not sure who, Seth, but I'm pretty sure you just got knocked off somebody's Christmas card list back there. You broke somebody's heart, but it looks like you're going fishing on Championship Sunday.
I hope so. It's still a little early in the weigh-in to figure that out, but no, I made some adjustments today, and I think some new fish pulled in, so I'd really love to go fishing again tomorrow. I don't know if it'll happen, but did all I could this week, if not.
The bite has got better this time around, which is uncharacteristic of these tournaments. Is that just because it's literally we're hitting it the right time?
Yeah, I think the fish are coming in. Like the first few days or first couple days of practice were really kind of sucky. The last day was good, and the off day, and I think if it wasn't for the long fog delay on the first day, you'd see some really, really big weights so far. And I think tomorrow is going to be the best day, to be honest with you.
I hope you're part of it, and I want to congratulate you on an incredible job. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Multiple top 10s last year from Richmond, Virginia, the barrister Edward Loughran III. Ed Loughran with 5 fish here today. Had 24-1 to start the day. 5 to add to that here today. Let's get him some Angler of the Year points. 17 pounds even. He moves into 27th place currently with 41-1. Ed Loughran getting some Angler of the Year points. All valuable points to make the ultimate goal, the Bassmaster Classic. $41 pounds and an ounce and sitting in 27th place, and a good way to start off the season in the top 50 here.
Yeah, definitely a good way to start. The St. John's hadn't been great to me the last couple of years, so I'm very happy to be here today fishing on the 3rd day. Caught some of my fish on a D-bomb, a white pearl D-bomb, which John is coming out with momentarily in bulk packs. Great for sight fishing. You can see it in this dark water. Just want to thank all my sponsors, Shimano, Bass Cat, Mercury. These Costas, they really helped out this week. New sponsor of mine. So thank you, and I guess we'll see you in Tennessee momentarily.
I look forward to seeing you there in just a few days. Congrats on a great start. Here's a guy traveled all the way from the West Coast, a former Bass Nation national champion from Oakdale, California, Randy Pearson. Randy Pearson rolled out this morning in the Chicken Ranch Casino, wrapped at Phoenix Mercury with 22 pounds and 14 ounces. Comes back with 5 fish here today. 18 pounds, 2 ounces, gives him 41 pounds even. He moves into 28th place currently. Got a big bass to hold up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Current leader Bryan SCHMITT, 8-1 for the day. Obviously, Derek Hubnell with a 9-8 for the tournament. He weighed that in on day number 1. Needs to be better than 8-1 for the day. 6 pounds, 14 ounces. Not going to take over Big Bass, but a welcome addition to the bag. And got to be happy with a great way to start the season here this year.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy. And I knew that fish was not 8 pounds, but I had to weigh it because it was a pretty wild story. 15 minutes before I came in, I was up shallow looking for a bed, and then to the right there was a pretty tall dock, and there was no access behind it. So I saw a swirl, and then as soon as I saw that swirl, I kind of pitched over, and I told my marshal, I was hopefully if this fish eats, it's under 5 pounds, because there's no way I'm getting it up and over the dock. Well, sure enough, I pitched over, the fish hit it, and I set into it, and then all chaos broke loose, and trying to figure out how I was going to get it up and over. And I knew I couldn't put any weight on the dock and everything, so I just kind of got it untangled from the dock, and it was hitting the pontoon boat. So then I went and lifted it all at once, came up, the rod was straight up in the air. Everything happened all at once, and the rod broke in half, the line broke, and the fish landed in the boat. And we got that all in video. So it's a pretty wild video. I'm sure it'll be on there tomorrow or something. My marshal got it, and it was 35 years of fishing. That was the craziest fish catch I've ever had, and it was amazing.
I can't wait to see that video. Congrats, a great finish and a great story and a great memory, and we look forward to seeing you in Knoxville. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, a 3-time TTBC champion, a 2-time Elite Series champion from Huntington, Texas, Keith Combs. Had 26 pounds and 12 ounces to start the day. And another good day here for Keith Combs. 5 fish here today. 21 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 18th place with 47 pounds and 13 ounces. And a top 20 to kick off the season for Keith Combs. Keith, congrats, a great finish, and going to feel good to get this one, this season kicked off on the right note.
Absolutely, Dave. You know, it's always good to start the season here in Palatka. It's just such an exciting place to fish. You never know what's going to bite you. You know, I mean, it could be a 12-incher on one flip, and the next time you flip in there, it's a 10-pounder. So there's not many places. Y'all have a really unique place, and I enjoy coming here. And it's been good to me over the years, so I hope to see it on the schedule every single year. But yeah, no, I kept it really simple this week, and you know, every time I come here, I can just pick up a little Strike King shimmy stick and just flip. Whether we have eelgrass or it's docks or pads, that little sucker catches them on this place. So, you know, you guys are probably going to get some really good fishing in the next couple of weeks. They're just starting to come in. I wanted to make the cut because I don't want to leave this place. So go out there, enjoy it, and hope to see you back next year.
Congrats on a great finish. From one Elite Series champion to another. This one from Noonan, Georgia. Get loud for Micah FRAZIER. Micah FRAZIER had 26 pounds and 2 ounces to start the day. £12 pounds, 6 ounces, gives him 38 pounds and 8 ounces and moves him into 31st place. Another great finish to kick off the season, and down here in this Florida sunshine, not so bad.
Yeah, man, it's Florida, and it can go really bad for me sometimes. So anytime I can get out of here with a top 50 and a paycheck and good points, I'm happy. So I only had 3 today, dang it, but I couldn't find 2 little more keepers to go, and I would have had a pretty good bag. But go home for a week and get ready for Knoxville.
Looking forward to seeing you there. A great start to get this kicked off. A 2-time FLW Tour winner from Shelby, North Carolina, Matt Airy. At 24 pounds and 2 ounces as of this morning. 5 to add to that here today. Let's get him some Angler of the Year points. 11 pounds even, gives him 35 pounds, 2 ounces, moves you into 32nd place, and another great payday and opportunity to kick off the season on a good note.
Yeah, anytime I can get a check in Florida, if you know my history down here, I'm a happy man. So I think I'm going to swing by Walmart or somewhere on the way home and buy every pair of long johns they got to get ready for this next one, because it's pretty chilly up there right now. And I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't mind just staying here for another week, and we could maybe just move that one down here. And I was trying to stay ahead of the fish. The fish are definitely moving on this place. As you can see, a lot of these guys are cracking them. And I caught a lot of fish today, had a lot of bites. I basically flipped pads all week. That was my game plan going into the tournament, and was just running a little pattern on the main channel and got a lot of bites, but just never connected with those big ones.
Great start to the season. Congrats, and we look forward to seeing you in Knoxville. Good luck Long John shopping. All the way from Denver, North Carolina, get loud for Rob Dye. Had 24 pounds and 6 ounces. 5 here today. Every single ounce is important, goes towards points. The ultimate goal, making the Bassmaster Classic, 9 pounds, 11 ounces, gives him 34 pounds and an ounce, and he moves into 33rd place currently, and great payday. Congratulations.
Yeah, it wasn't the day I wanted, but, I'm happy to be here on Saturday, and I love Palatka, and I love St. Johns River, and hope we come back soon, and appreciate everybody coming out and watching us weigh in. I would like to say hello to my wife. She's out in the crowd somewhere. I don't know where she's at, but I love you, baby. Happy Valentine's, so I don't forget tomorrow. But I'll see you in Tennessee, Dave.
Look forward to seeing you there. Former motocross racer from Newcomerstown, Ohio. Get loud for Hunter Shryock. $23 pounds and 10 ounces. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10 pounds and 2 ounces gives you 33 pounds and 12 ounces. Going to have a 35th place finish, and I know the romantic you are. I'm sure that you laid off them just to spend your time with your honey for Valentine's, right?
That's right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bass weighed in bigger than the bag I just caught. It was all about salvaging points at this event. Really wasn't on a whole lot. Put my Berkeley Max Scent critter hog, pitched it around a lot of stuff, caught a lot of fish behind guys that fished around a lot of boats, kind of like it was my safety net, but I was on the trolling motor all day in practice. My X2 batteries did phenomenal, kept everything running all day. But I appreciate you guys coming out. It's always awesome to come down here to Palatka. We all love it. And, back in Ohio, it's like 20 degrees right now, so we're really enjoying it. So thank you all.
Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats on a great finish. A 2-time Elite Series champion from Greenwood, South Carolina, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. At 23 pounds and 10 ounces. 4 fish to add to that here today. 8 pounds, 10 ounces gives you 32 pounds, 4 ounces. This calls an end to this tournament, and next one's going to be a little bit chillier.
Yeah, at least it's been good weather here this week. There's something about this place, though. When everybody smashes them like they did today, I don't catch anything. I think this is like the 3rd time that's happened to me. Done well here a few times, but I just missed it today and caught a few fish, but I'm ready to get to Tennessee. It won't be quite as comfortable, but I like that style of fishing.
We look forward to seeing you there, and congrats on a great start to your Elite Series campaign this year. The only Canadian to ever win an FLW Tour event and an Elite Series event. From Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Chris Johnston. 23 pounds, 15 ounces to start today. I tried to help you out there, but got busted. 23.15, 5 to add to that today gives you 15.14, a total of 39 pounds, 13 ounces. You move into 30th place. And, this place has been incredible to you. Kicked off your career here, almost took a win here in your first ever event, but Palatka has been an awesome place for you to kick off the season.
It's a great place to come, and you know better than anyone here. It's a little cold back home, so we get to come down here, enjoy your weather, and the fishing's unbelievable. And if you time it right, it can be some of the best fishing in the world. And I think these guys the next day or going on the final day, you're going to see some giant bass. I think they're pulling up big time, so it should be an exciting show to watch tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing it go down, and looking forward to seeing you in Knoxville. I need you to get extra loud. This is an Elite Series rookie making his very first semifinal Saturday. Get loud for KJ Queen. In his very first Elite Series event, had 25 pounds and 5 ounces as of this morning. 5 to add to that here today. 16 pounds even, gives him 41 pounds and 5 ounces, puts him in 28th place, and gets him a big payday as he rolls out of town from his very first Bassmaster Elite Series event with that fin freak of nature. KJ, what a start to your Elite Series career. A lot of people, a lot of chatter about you as one of the young guys to watch coming in here, and you backed it up in a big way.
Man, I'm telling you, it was a tough day today. I got that big fish about 10 o'clock, and it just gave me a little motivation. I kept fishing hard, and, you know, I didn't get what I wanted, but, hey, I'll take it for my first ever Bassmaster Elite Series event, no doubt. So,
great finish. We're happy to have you here, and I'm sure you're looking forward to Knoxville.
No doubt. I'm ready to go up there.
We look forward to seeing you there. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. From one Elite Series rookie to another one. This one traveled all the way from Osaka, Japan. Kenta Kamira. Had 25 pounds, 6 ounces as of this morning. 2 fish to add to that here today. £6 pounds, 11 ounces, gives him 32 pounds and an ounce, and puts him in 39th place currently. For those of you wondering where that fish came from and what's going on there, I'll just explain it to you for those wondering what's happening. That's a fish that jumped out earlier and is still, and every once in a while, they sit in there, and rather than make the show really awkward and make Lisa chase those fish around, which would be very entertaining for me and you, but very humiliating for Lisa, we don't make her do that. So every once in a while you have a fish that swims around there until the end of the way and we scoop it out. That one had enough time in the tub and it decided to jump out. Congratulations on your first finish here of the Elite Series.
Yeah, it was a tough day for me, but it's still kind of happy to make a solid day to fishing, so hopefully I can do a little better tomorrow. I mean next one.
Next one, we look forward to seeing you there in Knoxville. But, man, you got to be happy with a great finish here to start off your season. All the way from Benton, Arkansas, an Elite Series champion, Stetson Blaylock. Had 25 pounds and 6 ounces as we wind down our weigh-in with just 11 anglers left to weigh in. 14 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 31st place with 40 pounds and an ounce. And you got to be happy. I mean, anytime you can be here on Saturday is a good deal.
Yeah, what's crazy is I think this may be the first time in my career that I've bettered my weight every day and dropped in position every single day. That just tells you how the fishing has picked up as we've been here. Like I said yesterday, I found some really big ones on beds. Today was not the best day for bed fishing. I still went back, saw those fish. They're still there, but couldn't get them to bite. Ended up switching up to a new Yum spine crawl and just pitching it down the bank and caught what I had today. Actually caught most of those out of one little canal. So those fish are moving up still. There's a lot of big ones out there to be caught. It is good to start the year off on a positive note. There's no doubt about that. But ready for this next week. It's going to be a cold one, so I'm ready for it.
Keep it rolling. We look forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. Another Elite Series rookie making his first cut, so get extra loud for him, ladies and gentlemen. From Manny, Louisiana, Gerald Gleason. 22 pounds and 6 ounces as of this morning. 5 to add to that. Looks like a good day today. Let's get him up that leaderboard and get him some valuable Angler of the Year points. 15 pounds, 2 ounces, gives him 37 pounds and 8 ounces. And you move into 35th place currently. Dig deep in that way and bag and hold them high for you, Palatka, Florida. These guys worked hard to qualify to be here. A great fan. I mean, you slid in by the skin of your teeth. You were a bubble boy, but it doesn't matter how you start. It's all about how you finish. And man, you are here, and you are here to stay, dude.
Yeah, man. I was very pleased first tournament to just squeak in and seem to live on that bubble. But guys, like, competitive fishing, man. Whew. Yesterday I wanted to tell everybody, quit your jobs, get in the Bassmaster Opens and make this happen, man, because it's so exhilarating. And today on my last stop, it felt like I won the tournament. I got to cull a 12-incher with like 10 minutes to go with my biggest bass of the whole week. And man, that's just the moments that keep us all going. So very awesome first start. I'm so grateful for all the people that helped me along this trail to get here, and I'm looking forward for more of it. And thank you, Palatka. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Welcome to the Elite Series. Great to have you here, and we look forward to seeing you at our next stop. Florida, get loud for one of your very own, a former Forest Wood Cup champion, multiple Bassmaster wins. Get loud for John Cox. At 22 pounds and 8 ounces. 5 fish here today. 15-15. It puts him in 35th with 38 pounds and 7 ounces.
They're all
38 pounds and 7 ounces and a good finish. But, you know, when I look at all the Florida fisheries, this St. Johns River is maybe a little bit of a nemesis to you.
I know I really struggle here, but, you know, I live right down the road. But, man, I don't know. I really thought I was going to wreck them this week. I mean, I'm thrilled to be here on the final day, but even when we caught those this morning, you know, fishing for them, I was like, you know what, I'm going to put the you know, trolling motor on high, and I'm going to run that crest liner wide open down the bank and, you know, look for 30 pounds. And, man, I kept stumbling onto them, and I don't know if I was rusty. I don't know if it was my orange hair. I don't know what it was, but I could not catch them. It's like I would see them, and they would either not come back, or I'd throw at them some, and they would just wouldn't eat. So I don't know.
You know how anglers chatter. I mean, there's a lot of chatter going around, and I mean, I want to help you out and just let's put an end to it. There's a rover. Is it true that all the grass died here because of the peroxide in your hair?
Maybe that could be, but yeah, I don't know what happened to the grass, but. But yeah, well, you know, I'm just, you know, thrilled to be here. You know, it's awesome that we got to come to the St. John's. Hope we get to come back. You know, one of these times, maybe I'll catch them. But man, looking forward to it. We're going to Knoxville about a week. You know, better bring our long johns and see what happens there.
Look forward to seeing you there, and happy to have you back here in the Elite Series. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. A former Bass Nation national champion, a 5-time Elite Series champion from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy, Brandon Palatka. Started the day with 25 pounds and 4 ounces, bringing us 5 fish and 5 good ones. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 25 pounds, 11 ounces to get inside the cut. 5 all alive. 24 pounds, 11 ounces. 24, 11, and 1 pound short of the cut. Brandon Palatka rockets up the leaderboard with 49.15 and moves into 14th place. But look out, double guns loaded. Boom shakalaka, giant bass. Palatka used to hate manatees, and I think he might have just caught himself a manatee, ladies and gentlemen. Needs to be better than 8-1 for the day, better than 9-8 for the tournament to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 9 pounds, 8 ounces. We have a 2-way tie for Phoenix Boats Big Bass.
I'll take them both. Okay.
You had the most incredibly lucky, but kind of unlucky day ever. I mean, you almost made the top 10 and you almost won Big Bass, but it's still pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was an amazing day. I mean, to start with, we had a slight fog delay. Then I had to wait 20 minutes because I was in the second flight. I was 35th today. And I didn't know if I was going to make the lock to Rodman because they shut the doors at 8. So by the time I got out of here, it was like 7:43 when I idled by the dock. And then I wrapped a crab trap around my motor on the way out of here. And I blew out, and I thought, there's no way I'm going to make that lock. And I'm going to be done. And luckily, I got it unraveled, made the lock by a minute, and went right below the lock, caught a 7 in the first, like, 10 minutes,
And then where I caught the 7-pounder yesterday, I lost another 7, 10 feet from that, working my way to it, and I caught that 9.5-pounder about 15 feet away. It was just, for me, to make whatever I'll be, top 20 or something in Florida gives me a really good start, because historically, not so hot down here.
Yeah, I mean, I made the joke about the manatees. Doesn't really hate manatees, but he did had a lot of manatees. Manatees had cost you issues. I mean,
it cost me $10,000 the first year we were down here. My elite season when I had like zero money in my bank account.
Yeah, and it wasn't just a manatee zone, and you got to slow down and had to talk to somebody, and they wrote you a nice little piece of paper. But you're back here, and your career worked out very good, and you caught yourself a manatee today, so it's not so bad.
I did. And that's the biggest bass I've caught in the Elite Series so far, so I'm pretty pumped up about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the prodigy, Brandon Palatka. And let's bring out our reigning Rookie of the Year from Minnesota, the Sleepy Assassin, Austin Felix. Had 25 pounds and 3 ounces to start the day. Let's get him some Angler of the Year points. Title he came close to, yes, last year. 12 pounds even gives him 37 pounds and 3 ounces, moves him into 38th place, and a good start to the season. I mean, maybe a little lackluster when you follow Polnick's parade of pandas there, but a good finish regardless.
Yeah, 12 pounds the first day I thought was awesome in 3 hours. 12 pounds yesterday I was a little disappointed with, and I guess if I go out tomorrow I'd probably catch 12 pounds. So it was a fun week. I know last year it started off a little rough for me, so getting a check and getting good points to start out the year is always perfect. Yeah, ready to get up to Knoxville now. I got a feeling it's going to be a little bit different, colder weather than we got here, but we'll try to figure something out. Real quick, I got a new rod sponsor, Aris Rods. They're an Italian company. If you guys like really high-end rods, go check it out if you want something a little bit different, or if you want to check them out. I got them in my boat. You can come look whenever you want, but I'll let you get back to it.
All right, very cool. Well, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in Knoxville. Our next pro from Texas, get loud for Brad Watley. Had 23 pounds even as of this morning. And 5 to add to that here today. Those 5 on semifinal Saturday coming at 13 pounds, 12 ounces. Gives him 36 pounds, 12 ounces. Moves you into 39th place, and they're going to finish it off with a good finish to kick off the year.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a lot worse. It's Florida. It wasn't definitely not the finish I was looking for, but it's better than a bomb, so I'll take it. But I had fun. I did what I like to do. I flipped all week. Flipped the Bass Assassin Fat Job with the Vectors flipping hook. And, guys, I mean, these fish are pulling up, as y'all see. I mean, I don't know how many 25-pound bags been waiting today, but Palatka shows up every time. I mean, the fish are giant here, and the people are awesome. So thank y'all for having us.
Thank you for being part of the Elite Series. In this kicking off his sophomore season, hot off a bridesmaid finish in our Rookie of the Year race from Alabama, Kyle Welcher. Had 23 pounds and 3 ounces to start the day. 5 to add to that here today. 9 pounds, 8 ounces, gives him 32 pounds and 11 ounces, moves you into 44th place. And the next tournament's going to be a whole lot different, a lot colder, but got to be good to be back here and cashing checks like you do.
Yeah, you know, it's always fun to start off in Florida because you get to start off kind of fishing the way I like to fish, fishing shallow, flipping a lot. But somehow, in this tournament where everybody's catching all these giants flipping, I spent all my time staring at big ones and couldn't get them to bite. So I messed up this event, but I'm ready to get to Knoxville for sure, where I can, you know, apply some different baits. You know, one thing I'm really excited about is I've got a Signature Series jig coming out from Untamed Tackle. We just got them in stock last night, and I'm ready to get to Knoxville and skip that sucker around some docks and catch some big fish on it. So I'm definitely going to put some work in and be ready for the next one, do a little better than we did here. So
look forward to seeing you there. Let's hear it for him. A 9-time Classic qualifier from Gainesville, Florida. Get loud for Bernie Schultz. At 25.15 as of this morning, 5 fish to add to that here today. Another good payday for Bernie Schultz here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. 25.15 as of this morning, 5 to add to that here today. Those 5 on semifinal Saturday come in at 10 pounds, 14 ounces, gives you 36-13 and moves you into 39th place and a decent start to the season.
Hello, everybody. It's awesome. Big shout out to Cliff Prince. He's my travel partner. I'd rather talk about him than my day. I'm so proud of him. That kid is so overdue. He's a great, great fisherman, great family. If he quit, I'd probably quit. So I hope he wins this tournament, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you, and congrats on a great start to the season. From Prairiesville, Louisiana, get loud for Quentin Capo. At 25-11, as of this morning, 5 Dad did that here today. Five fish here on semifinal Saturday, 9-9, gives him 35 pounds, 4 ounces. You move into 41st. Got to feel good to kick off the season on a high note here this year.
Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do. Come out in the first event of the season, make the cut, get some good points. And, it's just like I said, yesterday I was blessed with that big fish, got me in the cut. And today I just never had a big bite. I threw a set the hook, spike bait around today, a June bug. I switched between a brown and a green pumpkin and just try to get a bigger bite on some kilo areas I have. It never happened, but that's all right. But I want to big thanks and shout out to Lisa here for making great decisions this week with the fog delays and all that. It was awesome. Everybody was out there safe, and we want to keep it that way.
Thank you very much. Very classy, and appreciate the kind words. From Colgate, Oklahoma, a Bassmaster Classic qualifier, Luke Palmer. At 24 pounds and 7 ounces, 5 Dad did that here today. $16 pounds and an ounce. It gives him 40 pounds and 8 ounces and moves him into 32nd place and kicks off the 2021 campaign here at the AFTCO Bassmaster Elite. With a big finish, got to be happy with that. I mean, I know, when you get to day 3 and you see all these 25-pound bags, we kind of make it a little lackluster. But, man, you made it through here, and there's 49 other guys that are already on their way to the next one.
It kind of almost embarrassing to weigh 16 in after seeing all the stuff that happened. But, we're in a great place to happen. It can, you can catch that 25 to 30 anytime. It can happen. This wasn't my time to make it. So, I'm tickled to death to get that 50th cut and roll on to the next one and freeze to death probably because it's not going to be anything as beautiful as this weather was. I able to throw that gill rain suit on today when it came through that monsoon that we went through on the south end of George and stayed high and dry and ready to go, but it just wasn't my time again. So we're going to roll on to the next one and get down there and see what happens.
Look forward to seeing you there. Safe travels, and congrats on a great start. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our Day 3 weigh-in. Let me give you your top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Your tournament leader with a giant bag today of 26 pounds, 7 ounces. Patrick Walters with a total weight of 58 pounds, 10 ounces. Right behind him, making his triumphant return to the Elite Series, the Hack Attack, Greg Hackney, followed by Derek Hudnall. Followed by, in 4th place, the Prince of Palatka, Cliff Prince. In 5th place, our reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic champion, Hank Cherry. In 6th place, our reigning Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open Angler of the Year, Bryan New. In 7th place, last week's Toyota Series champion, Bryan SCHMITT. In 8th place, a 2-time Elite Series champion, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. In 9th place, our leader for the first 2 days, Gary Klaus. And rounding out our top 10, after a year away due to medical absence, he is back and inside the top 10, Mark Menendez. We started with 99, cut it down to 50, only 10 remain, and we'll see you for Championship Sunday tomorrow. Make sure to follow the action all day long on Bassmaster.com, and remember, from 8 a.m. to 11, you can watch Bass Live on FS1.